Hey, Dr. Higgins here again with more variations for breathing strength. So we can do a couple of interesting things with breathing. One, we can use breathing to drive motion, but then we can also use that motion and load to actually help to build the muscles of breathing, not just the diaphragm, but muscles in the back, muscles in the chest and around the neck and such like that too, which are all very important to the overall performance of breathing. So we're going to do just a variation on the crunch to a sit-up. And what we'll do is we'll start all the way down. And we're going to start with just a simple crunch motion. So we're going to start with our hands on the ribs so we can feel, again, the breath into the belly from the diaphragmatic breathing into the chest with that rib flare. So over-exaggerating the breath, we're just going to do a simple crunch. And then breathing out through the mouth. Do as many of these as you feel is necessary. But the idea here is to get the right sequence of breathing and then use the motion to help accentuate the breath. You can go as slow or as fast as you want, and you can breathe as deep as you want to as well. But I suggest start with just a sufficient breath, the breath that's necessary to create the motion and then do the exercise. We're going to do more of a rolling sit-up now. So I'm going to put my legs down flat. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then as I do my breath out, I'm going to curl up. Now this is different than a sit-up in a lot of cases. A lot of times people are very flat-backed as they're doing this. I want you to roll up, so it's one vertebrae at a time as you roll up. But we're going to use the breathing to help us with that, because as you breathe, it initiates a crunch. So you're going to take that breath into the diaphragm, and as you breathe out, slowly up. Here, take a deep breath in again, and as you go down, you're going to breathe out, but you're going to let it out like you're a leaky tire. So let's turn that into a workout. What you'll find is rolling back down is actually easier than rolling up for most of us, and that's good, but take your time going through that, and if you feel like you're getting stuck, breathe more. And use that repetitive breath to help pump you up. Now we can add load to this. A good variation is a sandbag. You could even use just anything around the house that has some heft to it, or a milk jug, or something like that, or a dumbbell, or other weighted object. And we're going to keep it close to us to begin with, just because it'll be easier, and as we get better at this, we'll go make it harder. Making it harder. Making it even harder. And then one of my favorite tools is the kettlebell. And when you do this well, you can get quite heavy doing unilateral load Again, we can start with it close in. We can make it harder. Or we can make it even harder. So there's a lot of variations. On that last thing, don't use your legs. Let your legs stay relaxed as you're doing this motion. If you're doing it well, you should be able to talk through the motion and keep your legs relaxed. And there you go. Crunch and sit-up variations with load for breathing.